It's
yeah, but
crazy,
now
man.
talking about money, and we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yep,
I think
yep, yep.
we did a good job on that, covering that pretty much. Let's talk about the
Pat yourself on the
draft
back.
and these upcoming players that may possibly be getting the bag next in their
Oh
performances.
my goodness.
I know. So we're just gonna talk about the top combine players. I mean, these names probably gonna be familiar to a lot. So we're gonna move through this real quick because just doesn't like talking about young players.
No, it's not that. I think the combine's a joke. What's the
Eh,
point?
Yeah,
I'll
I
watch
have
tape.
to
no
talk
idea.
about
I'm
who
not
they
gonna
gonna
watch.
pay and not
Yeah,
who they not gonna
I'm
pay.
look. I'm
Who
not
gonna get
interested in
traded?
what you look like in your draws.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn on your tape. I'm gonna
yeah.
see what you look like on your tape. I mean, this stuff is again. This is the NFL's way of kind of trying to promote
It's
and
their
build up
vacation
guys and
spot.
all that. Yeah, it's foolish. I mean, you can go through the players, but I'll
I
go ahead
think.
and say this. My reality is this: when it comes to this nonsense,
Hmm.
you got a guy like Will Levis, prototypical quarterback. Will Levis is trash, bro. Like y'all can say
I
what
think
you
he was
want.
fifth on the list.
Yeah, how many prototypical quarterbacks have been drafted and they end up being bums? Like, so let's just stop with the nonsense. But then you're gonna crush Bryce Young, who's shown what he could do.
And
Oh
he's
man,
rated. Speaking
he
of Bryce
measured.
Young, he's
Yeah,
rated number one.
he,
He's
he,
rated
he
number one QB.
yeah, he measured 5'10" and a half, 180. My thing is this: when I saw him on tape, who was the best quarterback I seen on tape?
There
That's
it
all
is.
it is. So if it's Bryce, if it's CJ, I don't care. I don't care about your size.
But
In the
they
NFL
still
today, you can't touch a quarterback anyway.
But you still talk about a Doug Flutie. You still talk about a Drew
Yeah, yeah.
Brees.
Russ
You
was,
still
yeah.
you still talk about all these short quarter Russ. You still talk
Russ,
about all these
Kyler. I mean,
Kyler.
yeah.
Like there's been QBs that's been small that unmade it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't his size or his statue. I don't care
I ain't
about that.
worried
Like
about
you
all
said, you
that.
can barely touch a QB anyway.
Yeah, I ain't worried
So
about that.
again, Bryce Young being number one QB. We got Robinson, top rated running back. Uh,
Bijan.
Yeah, man. Jalen Hyatt, top receiver.
Yeah,
Luke
that's.
Musgrave, a
I
top
don't
tight
see
end
that.
rated. Offensive line, Peter Sororsky from Penn State, of course. Penn State just churns out offensive linemen. Will Anderson from Bama, top DN, edge rusher. Jalen Carter. Uh, Speaking of Jalen Carter, what do we think about this situation? Is this a publicity or do we think this is going to be a problem? Does
it's
this
like
drop him in the draft?
it's ironic how every year before the draft something comes out about some player,
Somebody. Yeah.
somebody.
Okay.
So
Okay, so we just looking at this is just PR.
I mean, I'm not. Look, I don't. He. My understanding is he had. I don't know that he had
He
anything to
wasn't
do with the
driving the
situation.
car.
You're
He didn't
like,
cause the car to wreck. He didn't hit the car. Like
right.
it was just he was just there racing with a
Y'all wanted to
teammate
make it a
who
big deal
happened
that
to
he was going to get a misdemeanor.
yeah
Okay.
for basically reckless driving or something like that. Like,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, so linebacker Drew Sanders. You got quarterback, top cornerback is Brian Branch from Alabama. Safety, they separated safety and cornerback. They didn't do just DB. Is Antonio Johnson. So, yeah, man, we got not Brian. Brian Branch is not from Bama. Antonio
No,
Johnson's from Bama. Sorry.
Brian Branch, is he from Oregon?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, so those are the top combine players right now. So yeah, change some mock drafts. We'll talk about some of that next week once we get a little more closer to the draft and things get a little more accurate as far as their predictions. So, on to the NBA, man. I hate to talk about this, but again, we got to because this is what we're here to do.
When you do that, can I just let you know how proud I am that you didn't bring up Anthony Richardson? I thought that's who you was going to bring up.
Nah, man.
I mean,
Only
because you
brought
know
up the
he's the
top
top.
ones.
Well, he's the top. He's the talk of the combine.
Well, my thing is he wasn't rated over Bryce Young. He was
He
number
shouldn't have
two.
been.
It's him, Bryce Young, Stroud, and Will Levis. So those are the top four.
Yeah.
In that
I mean, the thing at the end of the day with that, like, I don't know if you paid any attention to it, but I laugh because they talk about his measurables, all this, and I'm like, yeah, but if you
I
turn on the
didn't.
tape, he was not impressive at all. So guess what? Some
I
team's
didn't.
gonna be dumb enough to come up in drafting. I'm not even saying he's gonna be bad. I just wouldn't be the one to come up to take a pick to take
But
him.
my thing is, I look at it like this. I look at it kind of like a Lamar situation. Like, if you already got somebody, you know what I mean? Maybe a veteran, just you know what I mean?
Where he can
Just
come
let him
sit.
sit, and then
Yeah.
if something happens,
Yeah.
you bring him in and you see.
Yeah, I'm not
What's the
sold
word?
he's gonna be accurate enough to really make it happen though, because he had moments, but it's like, yeah, I don't know about that.
But if he sit
So,
behind somebody, I mean, you can learn. I mean,
oh
that's
yeah,
all.
100%. Look,
I
my
mean,
thing is this: I'm all for giving guys an opportunity, but some of the silliness I've heard, man, I heard somebody say something so stupid. It's like I think said something about, oh man, he could potentially go number one, him or Will Levis. Okay, okay. Whatever team does
yeah,
that,
I don't know
the
about
GM
that.
and the
I was
coach,
like,
they're gonna lose their job. So,
we've seen worse though. I don't know if it's far
oh, we
fetched
have,
to say
we have,
that.
we have.
Now, whether it's far fetched to do is a different story.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right, right.
I just want passion, love and attraction, let me know that action. Going outside, I just might crash it. Say I'm classic, ready for the madness. If you catch me, I just want passion, love and attraction, let me know that action. Phone charge on its last light. Same clothes on from last night. Still lit like it's last night. Young living in the fast life. Young. Smoke cloud from the ash pipe. Catch air from the half pipe. I need a centerfold from the shows with the mansion. Chandelier dancing. Counting a Branton. Yeah. Been had hella Franks when it's ballpark figures. Might be in the field, but I came from the trenches. You can tell it's my time, look at better swing. I do like the charm on my wrist, let me glitch. Want me pay the way, I'm the waves, I'm authentic. Sitting courtside, got a sprain. Nigga, I bring the gang for the gang. Nothing but a thing when I sang. Young Usain, I sprinting. Getting fresh prints. Counting a blessing on blessing on blessing. They call me the reverend, y'all nigga play too much.